now attending Duchesne Academy High School. The students were asked to choose teachers that have helped us grow into the people who we are as freshmen, almost sophomores, in high school. The qualifications say one who has prepared you for the social and academic challenges of your high school career. You have not only had a significant role in my educational career, but also my personal life, so I've chosen you. One of my favorite memories of being in your class was completing projects with Max and presenting them to the class almost every week. Giving me the opportunity to develop a love for learning at such a young age has made an impact that I'm still experiencing today. Now I yearn for new knowledge that I get the pleasure of getting at Duchesne. Every day I participate in class and I'm vocal about my thoughts and ideas because of the environment that your classroom has provided, and because the way that you nurture independence within each and every one of your students. Thinking back on the times you were my teacher, you helped instill independence, confidence, and individuality within myself. This has really come in handy this school year. Adjusting to a new school with new standards, expectations, and all girls has been huge for me. All of this while trying to make friends through a pandemic would not recommend. But through all of that, I have been reminded of my love of learning through the ways you have taught me. Truly thank you for all the things you have done for me. I would not be the person I am without you. Sincerely, Josephine Jang Roll.
Dear Ms. Patricia Sokratis, for my world literature class, we have been asked to write a letter to a teacher who has made an influence on our lives. I automatically thought of you. For the 10 years that I have been dancing at A'24 Academy of Ballet, I have always looked up to you immensely. You have helped shape who I am today, and I want to recognize all the effort and love you put into your work, and thank you for all that you do. Every Tuesday has been filled with laughs, memories, and of course, dance. You have always made the studio into less of a classroom and more of a home. As you watched us grow up, you have constantly supported and encouraged us. You made everyone feel loved and welcome. I have always been amazed and inspired by your patience. You correct us with a positive attitude and never once raised your voice. You have shown us what dedication looks like and taught us how to discipline ourselves through dance. Not only have you taught us how to tendu, but you have also taught us lifelong skills. The qualities that I see in you have impacted my life even outside of dance, especially after coming to Duchesne, where the workload is more difficult than it was in elementary school. The things that you have taught me are essential. I have found that being patient, determined, and self-disciplined are necessary characteristics for a student to be successful. Whether I have a lot of homework, studying, or even just participating in class, I do my best to incorporate all the qualities that I have learned from you into it. I wanted to tell you how grateful I am to have been taught by such a wonderful person. You continue to inspire me every class. I would not be who I am today without you. Sincerely, Annie Rizak.
Mrs. Walters, all of the freshmen at Duchesne have been asked to choose a past teacher who played a role in shaping them as students. I have chosen you because your religion class really helped prepare me for high school classes. Your 7th and 8th grade religion class was really similar to how high school classes are. It prepared me to excel in all future classes. During class, we would have very interesting discussions during Socratic seminars on a variety of different topics. The discussions always require me to think critically, which is a skill I can apply to all other classes. The skills I learned in your class have continued helping me in high school. I definitely learned lots of good studying habits from your class. These skills really have helped prepare me for high school tests, especially finals. I learned to use multiple study methods and to ask questions when I don't understand. These habits have made it a lot easier for me to prepare for tests and do well on them. I just wanted to say thank you for your dedication to students and for the time you spent preparing me for high school. Sincerely, Patricia Sokratis.
Dear Magister Payload, Salve. For years, Duchesne students have selected a teacher who has had a profound impact on their life and written letters expressing their gratitude. When the opportunity arose to write this letter, I immediately thought of you. I can tell you that when I walked into room 311 for the first time, I felt magic. Your fun teaching style and compassion for each and every one of your students sets you apart from any other teacher I've had. Honestly, Latin is a challenging language to take on, but somehow through your weekly moment of zen, creative projects, and Charlie and Jack's interruptions, I managed to laugh and learn more than I did in any other class. I know it would be rare to find a class like yours in the future because it would be like finding a needle in a haystack. I can say with confidence that your class prepared me for high school and beyond. For example, this year I took the pre-ACT, and my knowledge of Latin came in quite handy. Shame on all the people who believe Latin is a dead language. I credit your class for being the reason I feel so successful, not only in academic terms, but on the inside. Through your class, I realized what love of learning meant. It's truly special that while I learned the foundations of Latin, the superior language, I also blossomed into the person I am today. Thank you, Magister Payload, for the best 2 years. Kind regards, Ivy Welch.
Dear Mrs. Becker, as a freshman at Duchesne, I have been asked to choose a past teacher who has had an influence on who I am today in and out of the classroom. I have chosen you because you have prepared me in so many ways, whether it be in academics or in helping others. When I was in any class you were teaching, even if you were just filling in for another teacher, you made the class so much more exciting. I remember you were always willing to help anyone and everyone, and you were a great listener. I really appreciated these great qualities of yours, and it really helped me all throughout my time at CTK. This year at Duchesne, I have been sure to be mindful of ways I can be better. I know everyone could tell how hardworking and a great problem solver you were. You inspire me to be a hard worker every day at Duchesne and to be quick thinking. I'll admit that although writing essays in your English class was not always my favorite thing, it definitely prepared me for all the writing we do at Duchesne. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. You have helped me so much, and I'm glad that I was able to have you as a teacher.
Ms. Garcia, all freshmen at Duchesne were asked to write a letter to a former teacher who played a significant role in their growth as a student and has prepared them for the academic and social challenges of their high school years. I selected you because you were such an inspiring teacher and you continue to have an impact on me as a student at Duchesne. What I remember mostly about your class was how much freedom you gave us with our assignments. You always held us accountable in getting our assignments done, which prepared me for the goals that the Duchesne community revolves around. Specifically Goal 5, personal growth in an atmosphere of wise freedom. Duchesne is a difficult school. Although having been in your class, I feel confident in my work and prepared for what academic challenges my classes throw at me, especially worthy-wise. Thank you so much for preparing me for the academic challenges of Duchesne, as well as for my life to come. I'm extremely grateful to have been in your classes in Cecilia's, and am truly a better student because of that experience. Sincerely, Maria.
Mrs. Miller, all freshmen at Duchesne have been asked to write a letter to a teacher they feel has prepared them for the academic and social aspects of their high school years. I chose to write to you because you were an amazing teacher and you made such an impact on me as a student. Looking back, your literature classes were some of the best parts of my school day. I made many fond memories in your classroom. Literature project work days, going over book chapters we had read the day before, and discussions about topics in books we were reading at the time. Being in an environment where we were encouraged to volunteer answers and share opinions really helped me enjoy class-wide discussions and gain confidence in a classroom setting. Your classes are a main reason why I love learning and being in school. Your influence as a teacher and the skills I developed in your classes have certainly made my life easier here at Duchesne. I try to fully comprehend anything I am reading, and I give answers without worrying if my answer was wrong. If I am assigned a project, I try to be creative, think outside the box, and make sure the work I turn in is my absolute best effort. You reminded us to be respectful and supportive of others' work and ideas. I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me. I truly mean it when I say I would not be the student I am today without having your influence in my life. Sincerely, Claire House.
Dear Mrs. Zimmerman, every year the freshmen at Duchesne are asked to choose a person from their previous school who they feel prepared them for life in high school academically and socially. I immediately knew I wanted to pick you because of your unique teaching style and how you prepared me for the difficult transition to high school. Social studies in 8th grade was not only fun because we got to learn about U.S. history, but also because I could tell you were genuinely interested in it as well. When a teacher is genuinely interested in what they teach, it makes the criteria so much easier to learn. Your class was undoubtedly challenging, especially when we had to be online, but I did retain the information I discovered the 2 years you taught me. I remember my favorite days were the review days. Even though I'd be so nervous beforehand, those helped me study for the tests. As you know, everything in high school is at a much faster pace than in middle school and junior high. The way you taught social studies in 8th grade was very similar to how we do things here at Duchesne. Social studies was one of the most challenging classes last year. Still, I can confidently say that the courses were easier to get used to because I had experienced the swiftness of learning new information with you. You always saw the potential in us and pushed us to work harder and harder each day. Thank you so much for always inspiring me to learn more. I will never forget how much you helped me to be a stronger student.
Dear Mr. Carrion, freshmen at Duchesne Academy were asked to write a letter to a teacher that was important in our growth academically and socially before coming to Duchesne. I chose you because you were an amazing teacher and you helped me grow in confidence throughout 5th and 7th grade. One of my favorite classes in 5th grade was your social studies class. You taught me so much, as well as making class genuinely fun. Additionally, you helped me emerge from my shell, especially in 7th grade, when I really felt alone. Because of your confidence in me, I was inspired to really branch out in 8th grade. I also appreciated how you would try to get to know each and every one of your students, and in return, would let us know a bit about yourself. You also inspired me to pursue leadership opportunities, and I currently serve on student council at Duchesne. Moreover, the information from your geography class has definitely come in handy during my world cultures class this year. Through your classes, you also motivated me to pursue more academic opportunities. Thank you again for all you have done to prepare me for high school. I really appreciate it, and I know that I would not be where I am today without your help. Sincerely, the Leadership Geek.